Okay, we're back. And it's been a few days since I made one of these. Not entirely sure where I left it. I've got some ideas. Actually, did I actually leave it a week? I may have left it a week. Oh, this is good. This is good. It is good that I've left it a week. So this is Wednesday. I'm going to say Wednesdays at the very least. I should always make a video because it started on Wednesday. So at least every week we should get an update. But what I've learned from speaking to people is nobody is watching the whole thing. Of course they're not. I wouldn't watch the whole thing. I don't know why I would expect anyone else to. A couple of people are watching the whole thing. Some people are weird. This happens. But yeah, so yes, I'm going to. I've been having trouble coming up with excuses to leave the flat. Like I've, and I, because we did the whole thing about how I had to come up with an excuse to leave the flat at least 5 times a week. I've been trying to make sure I have been making sure that I've been putting on makeup every day. I don't like using the loopholes. That being said, I have on at least one occasion my reason for putting on makeup was because I was going to do a Zoom call. So, either way, that's a legitimate reason that people have for putting on makeup. So we're going to allow that. But yeah, that's fine. Today my excuse is I'm going to go get a Greg's from across the river. So there we go. But yes, let's get started with this. So since I last week, I have been seen by people. So I went to do some in-person choir rehearsal, and a bunch of people saw me, and I got a range of reactions. So it turns out one of my friends has been inspired by these to put more effort into their own makeup, which is nice, I suppose. They did look very nice on that evening, so there we go. Another one of my friends said, I'm lying and I'm not wearing makeup. So, and yeah, now I checked at the end because I was worried that, being that it was in the evening, I'd been out working all day, so I was like, oh, maybe all the makeup's come off or something. And I did reapply my lipstick. I've had a few occasions now where I've had to reapply lipstick. And let me get to that. But no, I checked it when I got home. I definitely still had makeup on. But I'd say it's not obvious. Like, as you well know from watching these videos, it is not obvious that I'm wearing the makeup. I have gone for some extremely boring makeup, which isn't doing much. So yeah, I should definitely do something about that. There's still time to work out what I can be doing to make this more interesting. But there we go. I've got a big old spot happening. Well, there's a big underlying spot happening on this side somewhere, like on my nose, and I can feel it. I don't like it. Yeah, so we got this whole range of attitudes and reactions to my makeup. But yeah, fundamentally, it is that people don't really notice it, and it's fine. Oddly, so I had one of my friends. So I met with some of my friends online recently because we sometimes meet up to watch films, and since we're now adults and we're bad at meeting up in person, we'll meet up online and watch a film together, and obviously we'll chat and do quizzes and so on and so forth. And one of my friends expressed that they were worried that I might get like beaten up or something for daring to be a man wearing makeup, because I get like some sort of homophobic or anti-trans sentiment or something like that. Now, it's not something I've worried about. Once again, I mean, it's not at all obvious that I am wearing makeup unless you pay attention, especially if you know what I look like without it, I suppose, more than anything, is the big thing there. But yeah, I suppose it says a lot about what life must be like for people who are actually trans, especially if they're not particularly great at passing, if you will, or they don't want to. And yeah, as ever, nothing I do on these is ever something new. There's always somebody whose life this is and who has to do this much more than I do. Well, there we go. So, oh, wow. There's a big old spot there. And so we hide it. Not very well. We do hide it. Oh, well enough. I've got a big old spot on under my. This is the awkward bit as well. I keep getting stuff under hair, which definitely needs dealing with. How could it not? But whether it's actually working is a different matter. But yeah, and otherwise, apparently it is quite funny watching me put on lipstick for some reason. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or just doing it weird or what, but I don't know. And also, I have a friend who says that apparently I'm very aggressive with my makeup. And she does not enjoy watching me do it. Apparently, I look like I'm doing damage to my face with all this makeup that I am so aggressively putting on, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. Possibly I'm just going too fast, and I should slow down and take my time with it. But obviously, you know, I have a Greggs to get to at a certain time because I've got a Too Good to Go, and this one has a 4.8 on Too Good to Go, which is good. Some Greggs they've lost that sheen to them, but this one's still going strong. No, I think I'm okay there. Boom. Okay. So there we go. Yeah. So it is. Yeah, I'm getting. As I say, I've had situations. Actually, yeah. Okay, so I've had situations where I've had to top up my lipstick, and I suppose technically, if we are going by the letter of the Lent, if you will, I don't need to top up. And this was brought up on Thursday when I met people in real life. I don't need to be topping up my makeup. It is only important if we want to be technically correct, the best kind of correct. It is only important that I have makeup when I leave the flat, as I walk out of the door. And so, yeah, there's no need for that, but I feel like it is in the spirit of things to do that. So I don't take any other makeup with me. I don't know what I would do if my makeup washed off in any significant way. I don't think I've had to walk about in the rain as yet. So that's something worth considering. But anyway, yeah, so reapplying makeup is an interesting thing. I've so far managed to get away with doing it in the bathroom when nobody sees me. Be it because everyone's just walked out, so I'll just take a little bit longer than usual, washing my hands as other people walk out, and then I'm in an empty bathroom, boom, I can pop it on. And yeah, oddly, I think it's because I'm doing it in a bathroom. It's a public bathroom. Nobody wants to have that conversation. Surely, it's not. I think if I was doing it, if I was like in a restaurant or something, and I was among friends, and I popped out a compact and I did it there, I think that would be fine. There's something about doing it in the bathroom that it just doesn't feel right to do that. I have done one where I was about to do it. Somebody walks in, and then they go to the to use the urinal. And so I've got the amount of time that it takes them, because obviously the urinal, they're looking the other way. So I've got the amount of time it takes them to have a wee and turn around to get this done. I'm not sure I did it particularly well in that instance, but anyway, yeah. The important thing is that I not have some ungodly pale lips. Oh, I went too far there. Yeah, see, I've gone too far on one side and not nearly far enough on the other side. So I need to... Okay. Screw it, let's live with too far. Can I do it? And out of it. I'm just looking for uncovered lip, which is hard to tell because apparently, I don't know, is it throughout the day that the lips become redder or something? Because as I'm looking at them, I can barely see the edges of the lips. Yeah. So there we go. Yes, I still need to arrange with people to do these guest makeup artist sessions, so we'll see how that goes. But oh balls, I've not put any of the powder on. I still have no idea if this powder is actually doing anything. Like, I can see something on there. Once again, it's meant to be a very transparent powder, and yeah, I can still see it on there. So yeah, I have no idea if this is working. I am told that I am to put powder on, and so that is what I do. But yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to tell what it's doing. I suppose the fact that I still have makeup on after a full day of work means that the makeup hasn't come off, at least. So that's something. But anyway, yes, that's where we are. Yeah. I will see you next week, unless something interesting happens. Never know.